Winter is coming. It's round the corner. There's nothing we can do about it. Winter is definitely here. And in winter, if you live in a van, a diesel eater that eats diesel is essential to your survival in a van life scenario. However, I'm not just going to show you some of the new updated diesel eaters. I'm going to show you some of these portable ones as well, or standalone ones like this bad boy here, or this one here. But most importantly, this video is about the new Maxpeedingrods updated version of their installed diesel eater, the one that you install into a van as a permanent solution. These ones really, you don't want to use them in vans because really they need ventilation and all that, whereas these ones can be installed into a van permanently and left and run and safe and all that. But this one's got a few handy features like Bluetooth and all that, so you can get an app and do all the doings on your phone. First thing I'm going to do is show you what's in the box and what you get when you buy this straight from them. You can buy them on Amazon and eBay and all that kind of thing as well, but Maxpeedingrods has got a website which you can go to, or if you just Google it. In fact, there'll be a link in the description where you can buy all this stuff, but just Google it if you want, it's fine. So these two here are straight out of the box. All they need, this one just needs some diesel and DC power port here, which is like a kettle lead in the back. And there you go. The kettle, I'll show you the kettle lead actually. I've just seen it. Come here, come tea. Oh, this is the one that goes straight to the car battery, or your leisure battery or whatever, and then goes to a kettle lead. Pops in both of these and makes them both work. This one here, I'll show you, it exhausts out the bottom here. So some people do install these into vans and then they leak fumes into a van and then they get upset about it and then they slag off diesel eaters saying that they're not safe and all that, and normally it's an install error. If you ever see a van builder install one of them in a van, just shoot him straight away, because that's not safe. You'll never really get a permanent safe seal on that exhaust, especially in a moving vehicle that's vibrating and all that kind of thing. So don't install them in a van. They're good for outdoors, for heating your tent or your summer house or your shed, things like that. That's what these are brilliant for, and they're not that expensive. Definitely, I'm pretty sure, I've not looked, under 200 quid. Around 150 quid, I'm going to say, but around that price. Which, again, if you've got an outhouse, a greenhouse, a summer house, a shit house, any of them things, grab one of them. Grab one, because they're bloody decent. I've not seen one of these ones before. This is the first time I've ever seen this. This also has the exhaust coming out the bottom. Well, I mean, I guess these two things are the same. This one kind of looks like a bit of a generator, really, but this one is the one that has the Bluetooth on it and all that business as well, which is dead handy. The air comes out of that all there, which is good. It can have a remote face interface on there, a display screen thing. Top it up with diesel, give it some power, turn it on. You've got it. Do you know what, as well, what I like about these is they're called air heaters, not diesel heaters, because they heat up the air. So it makes more sense to call them air heaters. It makes more sense to call them that rather than diesel heaters, because they don't heat the diesel up. There you go, air heaters, that's what they're called from now on. Let's get down to business. Straight out of the box, you get a diesel tank. These are good if you can't be arsed to go into your diesel tank of your van. Very easy, it comes with a little tap on the bottom, screw that on, seal it up, your diesel will come out and go into your diesel eater, and you can screw that to the inside of your van, wherever you want it to go, somewhere safe preferably. That's a really easy solution. Straight out of the box you can use this as it is, but it's better if you tap into your main diesel tank, because then as long as you've got diesel in your van, you've got diesel in your diesel eater, you don't have to worry about topping that up, especially if there was a zombie apocalypse or anything like that, and you know what I mean, like, just do it that way, it's fine. Move on. The air heater itself looks like this. Very basic, and actually, to be fair, This is what is inside that and that. The exact same thing is inside those two things. They're just configured differently so that those are all in one, whereas these, as you'll see in a sec, all come separate. On the bottom here, you've got an electrical plug. I'll show you. You've got an electrical connector here, which connects your wiring loom, which is dead simple to use. This little red nipple here is for your diesel in. So you connect your diesel hose from that to the pump and then into that. Dead simple. This one here, this hole here, next to the pump, is for your air in. So you just put an air filter on there, goes to the outside of your van, it drags in cool air to help the combustion inside the combustion chamber. This one a little bit further away from the diesel in, obviously because you don't want it to get too hot, is the exhaust. Now that does get hot. You don't want to touch that. That gets hundreds and hundreds of degrees, so keep away from that. That's what you connect your exhaust to. Exhaust, silencer, out to the side of your van, outside. Don't have to worry about it. Sometimes it smokes a little bit, but that's fine because that's what an exhaust does. You know what I mean? It's getting rid of gases and that. This bit here is for air in. It just brings air over the hot combustion chamber. So, no exhaust gases inside your van. All the combustion is the air in and air out is all on the outside of your van. The only thing on the inside of your van is airflow. So it has a fan in here that draws in air. That cool air is drawn over the hot combustion chamber, and by the time it exits here, it's bloody warm, which is what you want it to be. From here, you can connect some hose like this, some corrugated concertina hose like this, and then you can have that going to wherever you want it to go in your van, and to warm up your shower, your living space, your bed, all that business. Next in the box is your accessories and components and all the bits that you need to make this damn thing work. Get a pair of gloves to help with your install. These are actually really handy for your motorbike. I use these to put on underneath my normal gloves in winter. Top tip. Keeps rain off, keeps the chill off, all good. First thing out of the box is this. Now I'll show you. This is a T-piece. So when this comes out of your diesel heater here, air heater. When this comes out of your air heater, like so, you might want it to go into your shower, or you might want it to go into your living area and under your bed. Well, how do you do that? It's only got one dong coming off it. You attach this dong splitter, and you can have your dong going off both ways. Straight out of the box. Comes with bloody everything. You need this. Not a lot of these air heaters come with all these kinds of accessories, but these are dead handy. Also comes with two of these, which will go on the outside of your cupboard or bed or whatever it is. Let's just do it like this. So it's, when you come off your dong splitter, your dong ends here go out onto your bed or whatever, and then you can turn them around and direct the air into whatever direction you want them to go. Dong splitter. I'm going to copyright that name. This bit of pipe here is your air in, so this will go on the outside of your van, on there like so, and then you will get an air filter like this, like so it doesn't pick up any silt off the road or any crap and suck that into your engine and ruin your engine. Then you've got your exhaust pipe, which is here, so we'll connect onto there. Use Jubilee clips on these, don't just put them on. I'm just demonstrating how you do it. And then you have an exhaust silencer. You notice a difference, like I've run them before without a silencer on and they're not that loud, but when you put this silencer on, it just makes a bit of a difference. And then you can mount that underneath your van and make it all safe and secure and all that. That is that. This is your diesel pipe. So as I said before, your diesel pipe will go from your tank to your, it's in here, to your fuel pump. This is a new improved quieter fuel pump also. So you go from there into there, and then from there into there, and that is your diesel supply in. Your wiring loop is all in one. It's all done, all prepared for you. It's very simple. The connectors only can go one place and one place only. So you've got your red and your black here for your positive and negative to your battery or your fuse board. It does even come fused if you just want to go straight to your battery. You've got this little bad boy here, which is for your display, so you can turn it up and down and all that business. And then you've got your main plug, which goes to the main plug on the air heater. This, I don't know why they put this in. These are worse than useless. Throw this in bin. I just don't see the point in this. This is our way you can go into your main fuel tank, but it's not a very good way of doing it. If you can make that work, you can make that work, but usually the bin gets to eat this. You also have a fuel filter, which you can put in line as well, so it filters out any particles, especially if you're going from your main diesel tank. You're going to want to use this so it doesn't pick up any rust or any bits of crap that's settled in the bottom of your diesel tank. So it will come from there, through there. It's even got an arrow on it, tells you which direction it goes, which is Bobby Dazzler. And also this should have an arrow on it as well. This doesn't, oh yeah it does, 12 volt, and then it has an arrow, so you know that this end here is from your diesel tank. For example, there, it'll filter through and it'll pump in diesel that way up into your diesel heater. Again, I've told them not to bother putting these plates, and you can use these plates. There is a better idea, a better option, and I just happen to have one behind me. This is a bit more, this is a turret plate, it's got this bit on it, as you can see there. And that means that you can drill one big hole and that will sit inside and form a seal so that even less exhaust gases can get through. I've used these before, they're all right, but I much prefer this option. That's another thing for me. Get these on Amazon and eBay. If you just search diesel heater turret plate, that's what they are for. And I'll show you, demonstrate actually how that can go on. So you would drill your hole in your floor, mount that in, and then pop this in there, like so. And then you can screw that down, mount it to it, and then when you come to put it in your floor, pop that through your floor and then screw down so it's all secure. You can seal it, paint it, all that business as well. That is that. You get a big old bag of nuts, bolts, screws, Jubilee clips, cable ties and mounts for the fuel pump, all in this bag. Also in this bag you get your display unit, which again has on, up and down, set timer, all kinds of different modes on it. It does also speak to you if you wanted it to, and you mirror it through a Bluetooth app so that you can use your phone to turn your diesel heater on and set timers and all that bad boy as well. And then if need be, you can use this remote control if you don't want to use, if you're not that modern, don't want to use Bluetooth. On, off, up, down temperature. Bob's your uncle. You get some exhaust heat wrap also if you wanted to use that on the exhaust, especially if you're running your exhaust near any fuel lines or anything underneath your van. You can use that for that. Obviously, it always comes with instructions. There's a place there where you can download the app and all that business. The instructions are pretty good if you're German. I'm only joking, there are English ones in there as well. They're pretty straightforward, to be honest. As I've already explained, there's an app for this, app for controlling everything. And Maxpeedingrods have a new app also, which helps with a lot of other things like online shopping and all that as well. It comes with another little accessories pack, which is for taking out the glow plug, which is dead handy as well, so you can service your own diesel heater should you need it. Now, what I also would like to say on this is that a lot of people seem to be shy away from these types of heaters because they're made in China and all this kind of business. Or, I mean, that's daft really, because China's got some of the best manufacturing in the world. And Chinese diesel heaters, as they've been known, have been tried and tested for many years now and are still going good. I've only ever had one fault with one heater, which actually was quite recently, and it was a sensor issue. I had another sensor off eBay, fitted it with no tools required. I think I used an Allen key actually, which you probably get with the kit anyway. Used an Allen key to undo one bolt, replace the sensor, it all works fine. Obviously, nothing on this planet is 100% bomb-proof, bulletproof. Not everything works first time, so sometimes you're going to get things that aren't going to work, and that's that. But China are some of the best manufacturing in the world, and I would stand by these. I'm not just saying that. I've been in partnership with Maxpeedingrods now for 3 years. I've used their diesel heaters to install into customers' vans, into my own vans, and I'll be testing out these two in different scenarios through winter anyway, and potentially using them to heat the workshop during winter as well. This one in particular will be getting installed into my own personal van, which I am currently building now. That's how much I stand by them. I use them myself. It's actually my third Maxpeedingrod heater I've had in a vehicle, because I've swapped vehicles out and always use this brand of heater. There are other brands of heater out there, again on eBay, Amazon, on different websites and all that kind of thing, but the good thing about Maxpeedingrods is you can actually get to talk to somebody and get to get some customer service and all that kind of stuff, rather than just dealing with randomers. They are a tried and tested company. They are, if you don't already know, big in the modified car scene, sell suspension, turbos, all that kind of stuff. A lot of modified car users, even friends of mine actually, use Maxpeedingrods for all that kind of stuff. So they aren't just some random company making air heaters. They're a very good company with a good reputation for automotive parts in general. And again, if you go to their website, link in the description, you'll be able to see what kind of stuff they do. They do a hell of a lot of stuff. I think they even do motorbike parts as well. For modified cars and all that kind of stuff, and vans and vehicles, they are number one. That being said, this is done. I will keep you updated on how these two work in another video, and also when I install this one into my own van, you'll be the first to know. Thanks very much for watching. No, this ain't QVC. No, I haven't sold out. Go away, stop your moaning, I don't care. Just living the dream. Living the diesel heater advertising dream. See you soon, wait there. Bye Felicia.